jumped in. I didn't do no
We want to commit part of that. We are committing part of that $1.2 million, $25,000 per grant. That gives you a domain name, a website, payment systems, infrastructure for e-commerce, technical assistance from Shopify, because most people don't know what the heck to do with technology when they get it. You get a business plan from Operation Hope. You get free credit counseling, because most of your business is going to be on the back of your own personal credit. If your credit's not above 700, the bank will just tell you no. By the way, if you make a sale, Shopify will then finance your second sale. I'll repeat this. You set up this business and you've sold something that you have created that you represent your business. You sell one of those products and you've proven that you have a viable product, Shopify will then finance the second one for you. So it's internally generated financing. Yes, you can go to the bank, get your own credit, but this is an offer. In addition to that, we're going to give you 2 hours with an attorney for free, 2 hours with a business consultant for free, 2 hours with a business manager, 2 hours with a public relations support person, 2 hours with technical support. So we're basically wrapping around an entire business infrastructure, as well as 6 months of a license for Shopify store for 6 months at $1 a month.
with John Hope Bryant, and we have some really exciting news to talk about with our Leimert Park merchants. Well, see, everybody in here has made an investment in this community.
Yeah.
That means that they're paying the brick and mortar. That means they're paying the taxes. That means they're paying to be in the community.
Yeah.
But I feel like what you're offering in this partnership is going to be an investment that will make it easier to do business, that will drive more customers to them. And so you're already...
Because when the Olympics are coming or FIFA's coming, they're going to be looking at ramp on where can I get, I don't know, a necklace, authentic. Oh, Leimert Park, where can I get tennis shoes, a skateboard, any of those things? Where can I get African gear? They'll look on ramp for that because that's a trusted resource for the city of Los Angeles. But if you don't have all your ducks in a row, you're not going to qualify for doing business with others or doing business with the city. So I don't want this game season that's going to happen in the next 3 years to be a season of, oh, I wish I was ready. I wish they would have came to my store. I wish they would have ate my food, my ice cream. I can't stand it. I'm not young. I remember '84. You know where black people made money in '84? Selling their front lawn for parking.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all. We weren't a part of the conference.
Yep.
And so I've already committed to do activations in various communities because the 10th district is the tapestry of Los Angeles. It just is. We have Leimert Park.
Yep.
We have Koreatown.
Yep.
We have Little Bangladesh.
Yep.
We have the Oaxacan Quarter. We have Mid-City. People want to know what we're about, and it happens in the 10th. But you have to be ready. You can't be closed doors. You have to be ready. You have to have an online presence because that's a verification that you are really doing business. And you'll be trusted through Shopify because they have already done the vet. So they're not going to mind paying in advance for whatever they want picked up or delivered. So I just want us to be ready. This is a very easy start. And as a grant program, you don't have to put up the money to get it going.
Yeah.
Because it's a
Where you're
grant.
venture capitalist.
Exactly.
Can I explain how it works? And full circle, you can't make this up. Ambassador will say coincidence is God's way of being anonymous. Our first office ever was Marla Gibbs, what'd she call it? Crossroads, and we have manicured homes. We cut our grass. Our children played just like their children. We paid our property taxes just like them. That the neighborhoods were very safe and sound, and people, it was a wonderful place to live and be, but we just not have we did not have investors. So that was that desire. I did a half dozen of those bus tours. They got so big that it was 8 or 9 of them with police escorts and the whole thing shutting down traffic. But some people even then sort of derided, dismissed. They didn't see what I saw. They didn't see what you saw, which is a gold mine, a jewel. And so as I return home 33 years later, Black male-founded nonprofit in U.S. history. We have a $75 million annual budget. We've invested $4.5 billion in our communities. We have 1,500 offices in 42 states, essentially every state in America. We will be in every state in America by the end of this year. Lance Triggs runs all programs. He's president of all programs for Operation Hope. We have 400 full-time employees. My payroll is $1.5 million every 2 weeks. It's a real deal. This is a real business, and it's a big business. That's one of, I have several other businesses. This is my passion. This is where I spend my time. But this came out of South Central LA, out of a vision and a dream. And now I want to come home and help people I care the most about, folks I grew up with, to have some financial dignity. I believe financial literacy is a civil rights issue of this generation. When you know better, you do better. And we're not dumb and we're not stupid, so we don't know that we don't know, but we think we know, and no one's ever taught us how this capitalist system works. So the best way to start to lead is to lead through action, not just talk. So when we met, out of respect for you, by the way, you have an incredible councilwoman. So Karen Price has always already come to me and asked me, because he wants what you have, which I don't blame him. It's a smart representation. But let me tell you what and I was pulling up to your office, and Rod McGrew here, who knows you very well, gave me the rundown on who you were. I knew you reputationally, I knew you spiritually.
You know my sister.
I knew your family, but I didn't know the facts. Rod McGrew schooled me on the facts of who you were, and told me to take you very seriously. Like he said that Ms. Hutt is a bright light for our community on the West Coast, not just in Los Angeles. So he forced me to pay close attention to you, and not just make it another meeting I was going to before I left town. You were the last meeting before I flew out, and I was exhausted that day. So I went in with a different open mind, and once I talked to you, I understood why Rod was so impressed with you, and I didn't want to leave you with empty promises and happy talk. I wanted to leave you with something of substance, and so I committed to her. All money is freedom, by the way. That's all it is. Do what you want, when you want, however you want, with whomever you want. I'm the founder, chairman, and chief executive officer. As long as it's legal, I can do whatever I see fit. I don't have to go to a committee, a board, whatever. And I committed that day to do what we're announcing today, to provide $1.2 million. It's $1.2 million or $1 million? 1.2. It wasn't 1.2, it's 1.2 now. $1.2 million. An allocation from the 1 Million Black Business Program that we have with Shopify. Yes, I'll explain what this means. Shopify is the second largest e-commerce platform in the world. The first is Amazon, the second one, but Amazon is like where consumers go to buy stuff. If you have a storefront, every big storefront you know of, every big company you know of, the e-commerce part of that, which is the biggest, fastest growing part of business in the world today, 9 times out of 10, the back door of that, the infrastructure, is Shopify.
Let me stop you. Does anyone have Shopify already?
All right, cool.
Okay, good.
You guys know what that is.
Good. Yeah.
So you know it's best in class. You know that it's a plumbing. It's a backbone for business. Most of our businesses are still in the 20th century, which I'll get to in a minute. But after George Floyd's murder, I was asked to speak before Shopify employees, and the founders. A friend of mine, Toby Lukey, who's the second wealthiest man in Canada, and he asked, "What can you do to help?" And I said, well, help me create 1 million black businesses in America. And so a week went by, I sent him a proposal, a week went by, and he hadn't responded. So I said, look, no problem, I know you care deeply and appreciate your good thoughts. He said, no, what are you talking about? I said, yes. It was in my spam folder. It committed $130 million over 10 years. And then late last year, December, committed another $60 million. So at $190 million to build black businesses over 10 years. We've already created, nurtured, supported 450,000 black businesses in 4.5 years. Just to give you some context, it's only 3.2 million black businesses in America. So we are, I don't know, help me with the math, we're 12%, something like that, of all black businesses in the country, and we're not the government. And so,
POS, or would this be a replacement for?
it's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Lance Tricks will get you the answer. My guess is as well thought out as our partners are at Shopify, my guess is it's okay to have an additional POS if this would be additive. I don't think they would that it would zero it out. That's my guess. But Lance can get the answer to that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
A living legend.
So what is the actual start date and what are the
Now,
requirements for businesses who want to?
what she says.
My store is Premium Clothing, and I'm located at 4339 Gate. I'm the president of the Merchant Association, and as well as for 3 years now. And I am so honored and thankful for your partners, and I thank Heather Hutt, who's been just awesome to the Merchant in Lamar Park. I have African clothing. I am a manufacturer. I make a line of models for women. And I also have African clothing for men, women, and children. I also have an antique art collection, which was my father's, which is my goal is to have an African art museum. I have art that's as old as 100 years old, and I have some really special people. So,
Wes, I'm the founder of a store next door called Soul Folks. We have over 60 different black businesses from all over the United States. I'm also the founder of an organization called Black Owned and Operated Community Land Trust. It's an organization that actually purchased this building. I'm formerly incarcerated, and when I was in prison, I used to see you talk all the time, and you left your telephone number where people can get in contact with you. And while I was in jail, I had a phone I wasn't supposed to have, and I called you. And I talked to you, and I talked to you about things after the Floyd situation, and you kind of influenced me about the ownership process. So I created CLT while I was there, and when I got here, we created the space that we have today.
That's beautiful.
Hi everybody, my name is Milan Dwemfo. I'm the owner of Sika's. We used to be across the street at 4330 Degnan. We're moving over to 4325 Degnan, hoping to really do a grand opening this summer. I'm a jeweler, an artist, and we sell African wares, home goods, all kinds of things. And we are the oldest retail store here in the Merck Park. And I'm grateful to be carrying my father's legacy and just keeping all the work he did alive. Our block is named for him, the Sika Dwemfo Corridor. And so I'm honored to be standing here today in his place.
And our business was born out of the idea of holding place. We saw 10,000 units of housing being built in the Crenshaw Corridor. And my question was, how does that make the people who've been here for a really long time feel? Does it feel like home with 10,000 new people here? So we created a connection point that not just celebrated who was already here, but was welcoming to new people. And so that's all children.
I'm Isaiah. I'm the founder of Right on the Back Shop. A couple of doors before you get too far. Don't tell.
First of all, hello everybody. It's a pleasure to be in the building amongst so many entrepreneurs and people who care about this community. I grew up in this community from yay high. So it means a lot to me, and it means a lot to have everybody here today. But yes, we've been around a long time. We are 96 years old, Black owned and operated. The school, Universal College of Beauty, now Universal College of Beauty and Barber. We have aesthetics and barbering now that we just recently acquired within our courses. We're just grateful to be here. We're grateful to do what we're doing, and we couldn't do it without the community support. So I'm looking forward to networking with a lot of you guys so that we can connect a little bit more. My hats off to all the entrepreneurs in the building. I know it's hard for us. I know we work hard to keep doing what we're doing in this community. My hats off to your dad, Sika, who pierced my nose at 15 years old. He meant a lot to me, and he meant a lot to this community, and I know you grew up in it as well. So,
Got my hair down over there.
I think it's super important, and I say it all the time, we got company time. And we have to be ready.
Yeah.
If that means that we have to be used to processing more sales, for lack of a better term.
And doing it efficiently.
And doing it efficiently, having the records to go along with it. It will be super helpful to start doing this now and then get on ramp with the city of Los Angeles so that when people are looking to do business with someone in Los Angeles, your infrastructure is already ready because you've done this process to get on Shopify, you've done your business plan, you've done your taxes. Because